Now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, PUCL Podcast.
It's PUCL! PUCL! It's PUCL! PUCL! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! PUCL! PUCL.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the PUCL Podcast. This is episode number 532. As you noticed from the opening here, I am not Thatch. I am Clod 9, here with my outstanding, marvelous co-hosts. First, we have the ever-wonderful Sublime.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello. And we have the ever-jubilant Mark.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, jubilant's not the word I would use.
I don't know. It was on my list of adjectives, so I'm like, I have to just say stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But...
Too early for that.
Yes.
That's true.
As you guys noticed, this is a Thatchless episode. Thatch had something, had to go do something early in the morning, last minute, and I had to take over. So, welcome to the Clod 9 takeover of the PUCL Podcast.
Yeah.
Get into it, yeah.
But, so, what have you guys been up to in Pokemon?
You want to go first, Sublime?
Sure. I mean, I'm just living my best Arceus life, okay? Like,
yeah.
I actually don't own BDSP, because it's weird. It's honestly the first remake where I'm like, but what did they change? So, like, why do I need it? Because I got my Platinum, I got my DS, it works still, you know?
Oh, I understand.
So I was like, get me that Arceus life, and I'm living my best Arceus life. That's what I'm saying. The main thing, I'm always changing my outfit. Anytime I go out, it's like, okay, let's change the new outfit. I need more clothes.
Yes, I think we need more of that in Pokemon in general.
Yes.
Like, more clothing options.
It's like, you know what? I'm living my life with, like, a different outfit every time I go back out.
That's awesome.
This was the first game where I purposely chose to play as the girl because of all the outfits they get more than the guys.
Do they really?
I think so. In every game, they get more outfits than the guys. And I'm like...
They usually do.
Yeah.
I picked the guy, but I didn't check. I should have checked.
But...
Well...
No, I hear you. I've loved the Arceus life so far. Now, I have a very controversial opinion that I think it's a little too tedious for me, but...
Okay.
It's given me Breath of the Wild vibes with the tedium, though, you know?
Yes.
And I'm into that. But I could understand why that could not be for, the best at all times. Yeah.
It's not a game where I can sit down and play it for, like, hours on end, besides, like, opening weekend.
Really?
I get tired of alright, I'm gonna go catch a whole bunch of things, grab all these things to craft more Pokeballs, and I'm like, alright, you know what, I'm done, I'm gonna put this down for now. And then I come back to it, in an hour or so.
Yeah, I have the issue where I'm playing it for hours on end. Like, last night, I was like, I'm gonna catch the genies. 4 hours later...
Yeah, last night I was like, oh, I need to go to sleep now because I'm recording in the morning. Even though I want to keep playing. Because I was... Yeah.
See, I have this problem where I like to complete as much as I can. So, like, I've only gone to the first, 3 areas. I haven't beaten the game yet.
Oh.
And I'm like...
What level are you?
I'm also, level, 80.
Dude, what?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm catching as much as I can of everything. And, I want to complete all of this. So it's like, I haven't gone to, the 4th area yet, because I'm like, I still haven't found enough Togepi's in the 1st area yet.
Dude, you're gonna thrash everything from here on out.
That's fine.
I mean, I don't care about that. It's not about the battling, it's about the catching.
Yeah, and you can catch things without fighting them, so, different strokes.
That has been the most fun. I'm gonna hide up on this Alpha Infernape and just,
I've seen some people doing that, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like the sneaking around for sure. I think that's a real, breath of fresh air with the game. It's like, okay, now I get to be the one who's sneaking in the grass and going up on some, big, I don't know, Bidoof, hiding out.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the heavy ball at it. And, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, everyone loves the role reversal, right? It's like, who's in the grass? Me.
Yeah.
Revenge for all them times something came at you,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Loving it.
I don't know if they talked about it the past couple weeks, but Paris is so stupidly aggressive, and I hate it.
Right?
I just caught a shiny Paris last night, actually. That's what just happened to me in Pokemon. I caught a shiny Paris last night in Arceus. It was great.
See, I got a shiny Turtwig yesterday.
I have a shiny Starly. I start the game, it goes through the tutorial, and there's a shiny Starly. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Seriously?
Throw a Pokeball, flies away, runs out, done.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Like, thanks, game. Thank you.
No shiny for you.
Oh, that'd be really stressful to get a shiny that, like, will run away. Oh my god, that'd be stressful.
Oh, I had that happen with a Munchlax yesterday. I was like, oh, I found one in the wild. And then sure enough, like, it ran away after it busted out of my ball and ran away. I'm like, I hate you.
So I gotta feed it first.
I know. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's been a lot of fun to play. I've, there's things I don't like about it. Honestly, the fighting is the thing I like the least.
Yeah, like, I don't want to do Pokemon battles.
Like, I don't understand. I still feel like I don't understand, like, how the speeds and the turns work in this, because...
Oh, I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, it's just, like, so different from normal, and it's a little irksome at times. It's like, cool, so these guys get to attack me twice in a row for no reason. Awesome. Like, even though I'm doing something agile style, cool. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm enjoying it more than I expected to enjoy it.
I agree. I honestly went into it with my like pessimist Mark attitude, where I'm like, I don't know if I want to play this. It's probably not going to be that great. It's going to be super gimmicky. It's going to be like, let's go all over again.
You thought it was going to be like, let's go. And you know what?
Yeah.
That's fair, because they did us like that already.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, like that was what I was expecting. I was like, okay, they're going to have like a gimmick here, and it's just going to be riding that gimmick and otherwise not going to be very in-depth. And I enjoyed the heck out of it. So I can't complain.
Yeah, I think if you're just playing through the game once, it's a bit of a gimmick. But if you do all the other little, like, side events and whatnot, it becomes a lot more involved and engaging.
I agree. Yeah, it's fun to see that they actually have, like, little cutscenes for the Pokemon doing stuff, like, during those. Yeah. And it's just, I agree, it's way more interactive, way more fun than I've had with a Pokemon game in a while.
It's like, why would I get excited about catching, like, a Pachirisu? And it's like, oh my god, I found it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. I do think that I'm probably not going to get a lot of like extra playthrough value out of this, though. I feel like I'm going to play through it, like be like, okay, I'm done, and then I'm probably not going to pick it up again. Like, I don't think I'll revisit it.
Well, yeah, that's how I feel. Is once I'm done, I'm probably not picking this back up, unless there's like a DLC or something for it. But
right, which to be determined, I guess.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
All right, but anyways, let's jump on over to the news.
Coming to you live from the Lavender Town Radio Tower. This just in.
We're back with the news. Starting us off, we have some Legends Arceus news. Legends Arceus received a 1.0.2 update, fixing some bugs, including, catching Charm after form change. They also announced a bug will be fixed in an upcoming patch concerning Cresselia, which should be fun. Probably sounds like a little mini, quest or side quest and whatnot. And then GameStop seems to have codes for Suyi and Growlithe, and some Feather Balls at the end of the month.
Best ball.
February 25th to March 13th. No official announcement has been made yet. But I'm glad they're doing updates with Legends Arceus, and it's not just like, oh, this is a one-time game, good luck.
They're referring to, there's a bug, like if you go into the arena before you accept the mission, you can't catch it or something like that.
Ah, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, you won't have to worry about it because it's going to be patched before you get there.
Great, it definitely will be.
Yeah.
All right. The sign was the first international challenge, which has the shiny Galarian Articuno. Should be live on Thursday when the event begins. And then we also have Milcery raids. Will be running through the 20th. They include rare sweets as rewards. So happy hunting there.
Yeah, you gotta collect all of the different Milceries. You need all the different colors and then all the different shiny
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I mean, at least it's not Spinda.
Yeah,
you can't
that's impossible.
Spins.
But you could get all the Milcery if you're a sadist.
Well, you just need...
Or masochist, rather.
At least for Milcery, it's like, oh, I only need 32 or 30, I think it's 30 Milcery and then 30 shiny ones. And then you can choose how they evolve.
No, thank you. I have a handful of them and that's fine. I'm not going all the way.
Well, we got Unite news because Aegislash is out. Aegislash is available. Get into it. So for more information, it's available for the tournaments leading to Worlds, and there will be monthly tournaments leading up to it, with the first one this following weekend of the 19th and 20th. So check out the rules, grab 4 friends, and take over the world with Unite and Aegislash.
This is where the PUCL team comes back and, applies and goes to Worlds. And then as far as Go news, the only thing that really matters is Deoxys starts showing up in raids this week. So as far as PUCL news is concerned, PUCL surveys are, they happened. I think there's some reward that Thatch will be giving out at some point. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be a mystery. We'll discover it one day.
For all of our Patreon members, if you want to, submit a topic for us to talk about on the show, please do that over on the Patreon. We will do that, I think, once a month is what Thatch was saying. But
yes. Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah.
And then the UUTC just started. At the time of this recording, we'll have finished week 1 of, I think, 5 weeks before Top Cut. It's going to be a blast. All right, and that's it for the news. You guys ready for some Poke trivia?
I need some caffeine, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Thank you. Mark, are you still... Was that you that just did the thing?
I was on last week. I don't know if I'm doing it again. Guess we'll find out.
Thank you, Mark, or whoever just did the intro. It'd be funny if it was Mark talking and then Mark's still here today.
Hello.
For welcome to the trivia section. Are you guys ready to test your insane Pokemon knowledge that I totally forgot to say?
Yeah.
Great. All right.
I'm so insane for it, yeah.
So... This is a fun question. This comes. Our first question comes from Foxy. There is one way that Shaman Sky form can revert to land form mid-battle. What triggers this condition?
What do you think?
My first thought was, what if Knockoff does it? But I'm like, but it doesn't equip the item, so no. Right. Converts it mid-battle.
Mid-battle.
Yep.
So it's gonna be like a move that causes it?
Oh, you know what? This is a weird theory. Maybe you can just use the, what's that item called that changes its form in the first place? The Graciola flower or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Can
you just, use it mid-battle, as an item in one of the games?
I will give you a free hint. This can happen in a battle with another player.
Oh, okay. So no, not that.
Yeah.
so it's no using an item in battle, no.
Okay, so it's probably going to be a move then. Oh gosh. I've never used Shaman in battle. This is beyond my scope of knowledge.
Let's say that maybe it's if it's knocked out. I don't know.
But that's but I don't know if that would count as
mid-battle.
Right? It's got to be a move of some kind, like you were saying, knockoff. But I mean, they didn't really, not really.
What else happens to Pokemon in a battle?
They get fainted. So I think if it's fainted, it probably changes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is that your?
Maybe Skyform is only when it's living its best life, and once it's fainted, they said, "You know what? I gotta go recover back in my little shrubbery form. I'm not ready to fly right now." Yeah. That's my guess. Yeah, if it's fainted, it happens.
All right.
Fainted.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. What triggers this condition is being frozen. Very few people encounter this, with 1, Shaman Sky being around, and then 2, it tanking an ice hit, because it's 4 times weak to it. But
right.
So your best guess is probably Tri-Attack with a 10% freeze.
That is so specific.
Or a powder snow,
it's-
maybe.
But when it's frozen, it will revert from Shaman Sky back to Shaman Land form. And the fun part is, if you have like the ice healing berry, the action takes place after it reverts. So it freezes,
So it'll revert.
goes to like Shaman Land form, and then gets healed from freeze if you have that specific berry.
And then it stays in Shaman Land form at that point.
Exactly. There's no way to revert it back to Sky, but it can. If it's frozen, it can turn to Shaman Sky or Shaman Land.
It's so random.
That's
Yeah.
so unfortunate.
It's weird trivia,
Yeah.
but it's fun. All right,
Yeah, all right.
on to question 2. Okay, this comes from Trainer Sleeve. Which Pokemon gains the most weight upon evolution?
Ooh, gains the most weight.
Yeah, it goes from
Probably
very little to
like,
very much.
Well, like Munchlax?
I was thinking Munchlax.
Yeah, I feel like that would make the most sense.
Oh, wait, what
dramatic
about Cosmo M?
Ooh, right. Oh God. Because Cosmo was really heavy.
Is Cosmo M heavy already?
Yeah. Because Cosmo, like, I think that's the joke, right? Is that
Okay.
in Sun and Moon she was carrying it around and it weighed like 5,000 pounds or something stupid.
Oh, well, there you have it. Okay, never mind. That's not it. Oh, geez, something that goes.
But wait, what's its previous form, right? So you have Cosmo.
Cosmog.
What's the Cosmog, right? So does Cosmog weigh a lot?
I have no idea.
I assume not. It's like a little wisp, right?
But maybe it's dense. I don't know if it's. That is such.
I feel like it might be, right?
I think that makes sense, yeah. If the joke is that Cosmo M is, like, enormous,
super
Cosmog
dense.
was
Right.
itty-bitty, yeah. I think it's
Right.
Cosmog, then. Yeah, I think that's a great...
Yeah.
If you know for sure that Cosmo M is real heavy, that makes sense, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I know that's a thing. So let's go with Cosmog then.
So you're going from Cosmog to Cosmo M?
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Cosmog
Ooh, I haven't
gains
thought about that. Yeah.
999.8 kilograms from evolving. So
Okay.
Cosmog, which Lily carried around in the anime, is 0.1 kilograms. Cosmo M is almost 1,000 kilograms. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, you guys are 1 for 1 right now. Up next is your Pokédex question. And this one comes from Shark Finnegan. Its Legends Arceus entry reads,
Okay.
though it differs from others of its species in several respects, including demeanor, this one is gentle. I have categorized it as a regional form, giving it a vast array of shared qualities. Who is that Pokemon?
What?
Interesting. Okay, so it's a regional form.
Yeah.
So let's see. What are the regional forms that have...
Can you read that again?
I can read that again, of course. Its Legends
A lot to
Arceus
break down.
entry reads, though it differs from other of its species in several respects, including demeanor, this one is gentle. I've categorized it as a regional form, given the vast array of shared qualities. Who's that Pokemon?
Right now I'm thinking Growlithe.
Oh, okay.
What else would you
think so.
What's
Is
like
Growlithe
a gentle...
supposed to be? Is it gentle in its regional form?
I mean, it seemed friendly. I can't remember. It seemed friendly at the time.
See, I just snuck up and threw a ball at mine. So.
Okay, well, let's just go through. What are the other regional forms? There's not that many.
Well, I mean, something that's more friendly than its original, right?
Yeah, it's more gentle.
We have two,
Was it
so
gentle
we
or
have- we have
friendly?
two chances.
It says gentle.
Yeah,
Gentle. Okay. Well, it's not Cleavor. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So we can cut that one from the list. There's not that many Hisuias. There's like 12 lines, right? We could go through them and figure out what seemed friendly. It's not Sneasler. That wasn't gentle.
So not Basculin.
No,
Basculin's
right.
definitely not gentle.
No. It likes it rough.
You have I'm just thinking,
Likes that recoil life.
We have
3.
there's a lot of ghost types. I don't think they're very gentle here. You know
Were
what?
there any
Wait,
ghost?
we have
Oh, it definitely wasn't Zoroark. That thing got hateful.
yeah, Zoroark became like
that thing got more hateful, not less.
You also have
Right,
the hint,
right.
and if you don't get it right on this first guess, I have a second entry.
That's true. That's true.
Do you want to just go with?
I'm thinking Growlithe.
then?
Yeah, unless it's the Arcanine, which is now gentle and a good guy.
I don't think it is.
Okay,
But
well
I don't
then, Do you think it
let's just go
isn't
with
the Growlithe? Okay, let's try Growlithe.
All right, so the second Pokedex entry,
Okay.
its
this will help.
Ultra Moon entry reads: some people call it the Thug of the Lake. Whether the differences in color are meaningful is not yet known.
Oh, what is it? Really Basculin?
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I think it's Basculin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to be Basculin, right?
Basculin is correct.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so Basculin is gentle now.
It's more gentle.
Okay, maybe that's relative then.
Though it differs from others of its species. I think it's like the pink line or the pink stripe. Basculin
Yeah.
is more gentle than the other two, or something like that.
Okay,
But that's what Legends Arceus says.
More like a Lapsculin. Okay.
All right. All right. So as far as your multiple choice question, do you want a question about the Pokemon games or the anime? I'll give you a choice.
Games.
Games? Okay.
Games,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with the anime fully.
Yeah, if it's something beyond like the first like 3 seasons, I couldn't tell you.
So there are your multiple choice question has 7 possible answers.
Oh dear.
If you get 2 right, we'll give you a point. 4 right will be 2. All 7 will give you 3 points. So
So we have to get all 7.
7 is for 3 points. 4 is for 2.
Okay.
So from Grail, despite the Moody ability being introduced in 5th generation, all 7 Pokemon that currently have access to it came from the first 4 generations. Name those 7 Pokemon with Moody.
Ooh, Moody.
Oh, you feeling moody. You know, Octillery loves to feel its moody life, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah.
That's 1.
There you go, see? And then, a Smeargle loves its moody life.
All right, that's 1. That's 1
yeah,
point.
Yeah. So Remoraid too, right?
That's 3.
Yeah. Who else is Moody? Oh gosh.
It's not common. And then it's never seen because it's banned. So it's no one thinks about it.
I'll
I'll give you a hint. You're missing 2 lines of Pokemon for the last 4.
Okay. Isn't one of them Glalie?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay,
yes.
so then Snorunt too, right? So Glalie and
All
Snorunt.
right, you're up to 5 out of 7.
So who are the last 2? Oh man, Moody, and it's from the first. Would you say 4 gens?
First 4 gens.
Okay, so it's I'm going to assume it's something from Gen 4.
That's what it was. It was introduced in Gen 5, so it would have been retroactive.
Yeah. So, God, what could this be? Should we use our hint?
I don't see. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah.
So this Pokemon just had a big special done from, a big special video all about them.
Oh, it's Bidoof. It's Bidoof. It is Bidoof. Yes, I do remember.
Barrel.
Yeah.
Okay,
there you go. Yep, you got it.
Different
Okay, there's all 3.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so Remoraid, Octillery, Smeargle, Snorunt, Glalie, Bidoof, and Bibarel.
Man, Moody Barrel.
Yeah, I totally
It's a
forgot
move.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Alpha Barrel, Moody.
Okay. So
Moody.
So you guys currently have, I think it's 4 points, right? 4.
Yeah, I think
no,
we're
5.
4.
You have 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah, we have
5. Yeah,
5.
we got the Basculin, so 5.
You got 5 points.
Yes.
All right. So your base stat question goes up to. This one is from G McP.
Oh no.
What fighting type has the lowest base speed?
Oh man.
A lot of them. The lowest.
The lowest base speed of all fighting type Pokemon.
Who's the slowest boy? Oh god. You're right, because there's a lot of slow ones, right?
Right, like, they gonna be like, oh, I'm so strong, I'm so tanky, but I'm slow.
Right. It's gotta be
Like,
something
I
like...
don't know.
So, I think Machop is pretty low speed. I feel like any of those, like, base forms are gonna be pretty low.
What about Tyrogue? That thing has just, like, trash across the board, you know? The babies were never good.
Is, though.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. It's pretty low, but I don't remember what it is compared to anything else. But yeah, I feel like it's got to be something really base form like that, though.
Yeah, it'll be, like, not the... Well, I mean, no. For the lowest, it's probably unevolved, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Machop, slow. Timber, I don't know if it's faster or slower, but also slow.
Yeah, I feel like they're all slow.
All them. There's lots of slow boys, yeah.
What about Makuhita?
Oh, you know what? That
slow.
makes sense because its evolution is extra thick and extra slow.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's sumo slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah.
You want to go with Makuhita?
Yeah, because even the evolution is notably slow.
Right.
Right.
That's a fair point. Like,
right. And it doesn't even drop speed. It gets faster when it evolves, and it's still like, I think its evolution is still like, Hariyama has like, what, 40 speed maybe? So if it's less than that, that's low.
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right, is that your final answer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Y'all are correct. Makuhita is the slowest.
Oh my gosh. Good job coming up with that.
Nice.
Yeah, Makuhita's a base 25 base speed. Up next is Clobopus at 32.
Oh.
Then you have Machop, Tyrogue, and Timber at 35.
We mentioned all... You see, a lot of slow boys.
Yeah.
A lot of slow boys.
A lot of slow boys.
And I think Hariyama is base 50, if I had to guess.
50. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Still,
really bad.
low, fully evolved. So, like, if it's unevolved...
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys get a total of 6 points, which changes up the standings. Except the fact that I don't know what the standings are. I'm assuming 6 points changes up the
But they're
standings.
different now, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's changed.
It has changed, and all is well. All right. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with the topic.
Hey, would you like a green Tauros badge? Well, you can have one. If you come over to our Patreon at patreon.com/PuclPodcast, we are going to be giving them out once we hit $850. We're going to be giving those to every patron at the $10 plus tier because we love you guys. We'd love to see this project made. Of course, if we hit any other thresholds on the way there, such as $800 for the week-long giveaways to the community, that would also happen as well. So, if you'd be interested in getting a green Tauros badge, feel free. Come on over. If you can't support the show, don't worry about it. You just listening is enough for us. So, until then, though, guys, I'm Thatch, and I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop.
And we are back with the topic. This week, we are talking about where Pokemon goes from here. I mean, we just had this huge hype of, Legends Arceus, where... a new game to the series that, changed things up. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I found it a lot of fun. I know a lot of us in PUCL found it incredibly enjoyable. But where does Pokemon go from here? Like, do we get more Legends Arceus games? Do we, go back and do more Let's Go? Do we try and find other things? It's just like, where can we go? Where does Pokemon go from here?
So here's my take. So this is might be a little controversial at first, but let me explain. I think that Arceus is going to fill a very similar space at the end of the day as Let's Go did. And hear me out on this, because Let's Go, I think, is going to be, probably over time, is going to be remembered a little bit differently, I think. Like, it was super gimmicky with the whole, with the mechanics being similar to Pokemon Go, right? But it did introduce things that worked on pretty well later on. Like, you could access your Pokemon box you didn't have to go to a PC, right? You could see Pokemon in the overworld for the first time and sort of be more strategic about what you engaged with. It was much more catch-focused, and I think that those things really did carry on over into Sword and Shield, and now we're seeing it even more with a much more open world in Arceus. So I think Arceus and some of the things it's brought to the table are probably going to carry over. It's going to influence the next generation, right? I think it's going to be more open-ended.
Well, maybe not the next, because it's probably quite very far in its development cycle already.
But I feel like they already know like the open world and everything is going to work, right? It's like that's going to carry over. They're only going to get better at that.
Yeah, I definitely see influence from Arceus coming into the main lines, but I also think they're probably going to make another Arceus type style, like Legends game.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, it was better reviewed and better purchased,
It got insanely good reviews. Like, some of the best reviews for the series in a long time. Yeah.
Because, like, as much as there's been good reviews, I know there's been a bunch of people that don't like the game as well. Granted, all those reviews tell me those people never actually play the game. The only true complaint I have about the game is the bag space. And you have to purchase it in increments of 1.
Yeah.
That in my mind is the, dumbest decision they ever made. I mean, it makes sense. But
yeah.
It's fine. It's a different style of game because you're using limited resources.
Exactly.
Right, right. There's a scarcity aspect to it, too.
Yeah, scarcity is like a component of the gameplay in that game. So, like,
exactly.
For a regular Pokemon game, that's not carrying over.
No.
But for the Arceus style, or for the Legends games, get into it. Live your best scarcity life.
Like, honestly, I hope that one of the things that carries over is the seamlessness between, like, the fights in the overworld.
Yes!
That's so nice.
Like, that was so cool.
Yeah.
And, like, you end up in a completely different game at that point with battling. Like, let's just carry it on over. Let's do a little bit more seamless with it.
And they showed in this all the different fun backgrounds they can do. We don't need to have a stagnant background anymore. But I want to go back to what we mentioned before, where it's so Let's Go. They were trying to build off of the Pokemon Go hype that happened, because Pokemon Go went huge for like a year or two, and then Let's Go came out as like, oh, we're gonna build off that. Then that sort of died down, and that gave the idea of, oh, we should try and catch them all. Like, really try and catch it all. And Pokemon's had that focus for a while now, with the anime, with a whole new character in Go being like, oh, I have to catch all the Pokemon. I gotta complete the Pokedex. And, like, they've made that more and more apparent in part of these games. Which, I mean, Legends Arceus, it's all about finishing and catching the Pokedex.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, I do think we'll get other Legends games if, this sells more copies than Let's Go. The question is, where do we go next? Do we go back and do, like, Let's Go, or, like, Legends Celebi, and you go in Johto?
Oh, hold up. I got an image to show y'all. Let me get... Viger sent this to me. Where is it?
Okay.
Of 2 possible Legends ideas.
Okay.
It was... One could be, like, a Unova Wild West theme that looked like... Oh, that sounds fabulous. Unova Wild West. Or, what if we did a medieval Kalos?
Medieval Kalos, like Legends Zygarde?
Maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe they could do a Spiritomb style thing with the Zygarde. Also an option. And then in Unova, if you do like a Wild West Unova, you do the original dragon.
Yeah, I feel like that one, I feel like that's probably going to be the most likely next step, because...
That makes sense, because it's the next region to get a remake, right. And if they actually... They're not going to do a real remake of Unova. No way.
No,
they're going to take this.
You're right. They would definitely do like Legends Kyurem and call it a day.
Yeah,
because you already have the mixed forms between the two, so you don't have to worry about we have Zekrom and Reshiram into Kyurem already. We can just use Kyurem Black and White again.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense for sure.
Legends Kyurem sounds like a good option.
Yeah,
but I do like that. Like, what's it called? Wild West Unova kind of aspect. And I love how the image has an Inteleon with like a little like hat on. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that little cowboy Inteleon.
I think that's a really interesting idea, because like if they want to keep going with Legends Arceus games, they got to pick now a different region and have fun with it. And if they are going to redo Unova, this makes much more sense of them doing that, because they've already technically done 2 Unova games. In Black and Black 2.
I mean, unless we get Black and White 3.
Which is not gonna happen. Which would be fun.
That's not gonna happen.
I would love to have Black and White 3. That would be great.
Right? Oh, that'd be hilarious. I'd be in favor of it, but I don't foresee it.
It's like how I don't think we're gonna end up getting a Sun and Moon remake, because we had Ultra Sun and Moon.
Oh, that won't be for years anyways. They're not gonna think about that for a long time.
But like, this seems like, we can do like a remake of, granted, they did BDSP, and then did Legends Arceus. Mm-hmm. So it would make sense they would do both these things at the same time again. So if they're gonna remake, let's say, Black and White, and they remake Black and White, and then they released Legends Kyurem alongside of it.
Yeah, or, within a few months, the same way they did Arceus, because I definitely think the Legends games has been well received enough and sold well enough that I don't expect them to abandon it the way that they correctly abandoned the Let's Go game ideas.
I agree.
They should definitely abandon that Let's Go idea. Since they've put out the game, it's gotten nothing but, people just don't care about that format a lot anymore. Even Pokemon Go has died down a lot since then. The hype is much more on, the main series and going forward. So if we're gonna get, I think the next thing we will get will be either some sort of other spin-off entirely.
I think they're definitely open to doing more ideas, being more creative with things, but I do think that we have not seen the last of the Legends series.
No, I agree.
I would hope not, at least.
I don't know, nothing's set in stone probably yet even, but I suspect that this is getting sufficiently positive reception that they're going to be open to doing more.
I would hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a different Pokemon game.
One thing I'm seeing more of, and this is something I hope really carries over again, is they're realizing they don't have to make, 50 new Pokemon. They can make a couple dozen and make them mostly regional variants or evolution of regional stuff. And they're rebranding previous, Pokemon. They don't have to make brand new versions of everything. They don't have to make a whole new dex.
No.
That's kind of what I hope they do in the next generation is let us play with the old mons. Give us some new regionals. Give us some new legendaries, some new starters.
I do like new things as well, though.
Yeah, but you don't have to make 70 of them. You know what I mean? You can make a few dozen.
Exactly. If Pokemon wants the easiest possible thing for the Pokedex and a game going forward, let's say you add 70 new Pokemon. Throw out 70 as a number. I don't know what it was in Galar, but let's say around 70 new Pokemon. You bring in and then you just, regional variant 2030. And now you have basically a new game. And they should just bring back Megas. So that way, you can keep doing this. Granted, I'm on the Mega hype train, and they should keep bringing back Megas.
They should, you're right, and you should say it. But that's...
I gotta do it every week.
A whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a mega pessimist. I don't think it's coming back.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there are hints at it in various places, but I don't know if it'll come back to a main series game.
I mean, listen, eventually we'll be at the point where the main series game could be a Gen 6 remake, and what would that mean? Megas.
Yes.
So, the cycle, everything comes back, but, will it come back before then? That's the question.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just super pessimistic about it at this point. People are so attached to the idea of Megas, and they just don't go back to them. I don't know.
So, Mark.
Okay.
We just finished up, Gen 8, Galarian Dynamax. What is your gimmick for Gen 9, then?
Something else that's big. I don't know. That seems to be the main thing.
Well, they had Megas, then they went to Z Crystals.
That's true. Yeah, it was just the weird moves. But then they went big again, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of... So are you going to back to the weird moves?
I don't know if you can go back to the weird moves, or there has to be some other type of, thing.
Ooh, what if they go the opposite way? What if they, instead of making something bigger, they make them smaller?
Okay, no, that's bad. That's just a bad idea, Mark.
But they could make them so, they're higher evasiveness or something, or they're higher speed. I don't know.
Minimize is the new...
I think they're more likely to go instead of a Mega Evolve, we're going to have a Delta Evolve. Or something else.
Delta?
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's just big again. It's just making big mons
But
again.
not, nothing's going to be as bad, as big as, Dynamax, Gigantamax. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, let's not hold our breath. They could definitely do something as bad.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
No, but they might.
But we don't know. We don't know.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's where do we go from here? Now that we've gone through this, we've gone through this Dynamax era and Gigantamax era, what comes next?
Well, the other question is, what's the next region going to be based off of? Are you going to Australia finally?
I've heard pieces of Australia, I've heard France, I've heard India.
France? We've already been to France.
We already got France.
Never mind.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
I would love for a Mexico or, something Aztec. Yeah.
Oh, nothing but Ludicolo's.
Perfect, because Mexico has all the regions, right? So you have rainforest, you have desert, you have mountains.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Like, let's just do it. Let's go to Mexico, guys. Come on.
Let's go Mexico. Coming to your way.
No, not Let's Go Mexico.
Sorry, Legends Mexico.
Oh, okay. It's like, not Let's Go Mexico. Not Let's Go.
That would be cool.
Okay.
But yeah.
So we think that Legends, there's gonna be more. And if it's gonna come back, it's probably gonna be along with another remake like Gen 5 or Gen 6, whenever they decide to redo it.
Yeah. They'd have to choose, like, what region to explore a different era of.
Oh, that's right, because it's a different era.
Which is, like, one of the most fun things. Why not go forward? Not that I'm saying they could, but, like, maybe they could go into the future instead of into the past.
A futuristic Legends something. Legends Porygon C.
You could make it post-apocalyptic. You could do all sorts of things. Maybe the scars... Yeah, Not that they would. That'd be too dark for Pokemon. They'll probably do something fluffy.
Yeah.
It's like a survival game.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like,
no.
There's backspace because there's nothing. And then I'm like, too dark. Pokemon wouldn't do that, I don't think.
It would be nothing but, like, ghost types everywhere. Sandy Gas, Trevenants.
We're already getting into, with Arceus, this is something I love about the theme, is it's still very Pokemon and sort of the feeling of it, but, like, they have finally embraced that Pokemon are dangerous. Everybody's afraid of Pokemon. They can kill you, right? Let's take it to the next step, right? Yeah, post-apocalyptic Pokemon. It's just you and, like, your one Mon out there trying to survive.
So, that goes against so much of, like, Pokemon's mission, though. Because, like, they purposely tried to not do, like...
And even in Legends Arceus, like, it's all about people, like, discovering that they can make bonds with Pokemon in the village that are afraid of it.
Yes.
Yeah, but I do like that you can be attacked by them, right? You can be knocked out by the Pokemon yourself. Like, there is that inherent danger, and it was always implied, right? Like this, like, oh, don't go out in the grass by yourself kind of thing.
I mean, we already done Bennu when Ash was jumping in front of attacks and being like, well, that's what you get for jumping in front of an attack, Ash.
Yes, but no one ever, like, people can get hurt, but no one ever dies.
No, they'll never have you die in a Pokemon game. There's no way.
See, I'm just waiting for the, like, Pokemon Mario Party crossover.
Okay.
That was Pokemon Stadium's mini-games.
And I'm just gonna keep asking for this every time I get a chance, because I think Pokemon Stadium was a brilliant game that they should just bring back.
I don't disagree.
Because, like, all you need to do is you have one game. This is where Pokemon needs to go, is just bring back Battle Revolution that has only home connectivity. This way you don't have to worry about having all of your games in one place. Like, you have all of your Pokemon in one spot. Your main series games, great. They can go off and do whatever they want. They can have Dexit, but you have this one hub that connects only to Pokemon Home where you can do all of your battles. This way, if they need to have regional competitions, you have one game. And that's all you would need for years and years to come. That would just continually get updates.
I could see them doing something like that, yeah.
They wouldn't do that, though. They're not gonna divorce the competitive element from their mainstream games or the mainline games.
They wouldn't have to.
I mean, they don't have to. They could. Like, but granted, like, you can have the option, like, to either get things from home or from your other thing. This way you can still battle. Like,
sure.
Maybe don't put the competitive on there, but at least let everyone battle with all of the Pokemon. And then you can even throw in the Pokemon Stadium minigames.
You know what I've realized from our conversation is that we don't want something new, we want the things we miss.
We want the old stuff.
Well, that's where Pokemon should be going, like...
Well, you know...
Well, like, granted, like, the things that we miss are the things that we still want. I'm still looking for a battle where there's no timer.
That part.
Part. That has killed half of the competitive competition, is the fact that, or at least from, like, the realm of Smogon and 60, and all of single battles, is like, what do you know? You have so much less time to make your moves. Like, I wouldn't even mind if there was, like, each person has this much time to play. And then it's just, you have your own separate timer, your opponent's separate timer, not a shared timer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's like, I make my move, my timer stops, they make their move, their timer stops, the battle goes on. Think of it like I'm thinking like a chess timer, where it's like, I have, let's say, 10 minutes. I make my move, my timer stops.
You gotta press that button. Mm-hmm.
My opponent goes, they go. And then while the animation's going on, that timer stays still. So it's not like it's wasting time, like, if I choose... to go big with or Dynamax with this Pokemon and protect, I'm going to waste a total of 1 minute and 20 seconds because of all the animation. That's just, and like, I can take the entire time on my turn because I'm not penalized for it. And you could stall out a game like that, and that's not fun to me. As much as I want, like, new things to happen, I want the old parts of Pokemon that, made me fall in love with it originally. And I love the battling. I love being able to play with my friends in more ways than just, we're going to battle together. Like, that's the one thing I miss about Legends Arceus, is the fact that it's a single-player game.
Right.
I can't sit on the couch with my wife and we can both play it together. That would be super fun, but that's not a thing.
Yeah, I'm okay with it being single-player, though. But, you're right. That's not the essence of Pokemon, and I don't think that's going to be a continual thing.
It actually, funny story, though. This is the first Pokemon game that my partner has actually really enjoyed.
Oh, really?
And actually gotten into. And so we do sit on the couch and watch each other play Legends Arceus. And he's always asking me for, what's this type weak to or strong to? I don't know. It's this. And they're loving it. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a very different game, so I guess that makes sense. If your partner really likes playing that type of game as opposed to Pokemon?
Yeah, they're loving exploring it. They could never... They haven't tried enough, in my opinion, but, they haven't gotten into the mainline Pokemon games, but they have gotten into Arceus.
I feel the same way, where, I'll sit on the couch and, play Legends Arceus while my wife grades, and it's and she'll look up and she'll just watch for a while, and it's fun, but, I wish we could be, play together in some aspect. Whether it's just exploring or, even battling together, like what they had in Let's Go.
Yeah, I could see them adding, another player in your realm, perhaps, yeah.
Where it's we can both be out in the wild, searching around, one of us enters a battle, now we're both in that battle. And we can both work together. I did like that part of Let's Go, where it's, you can have two people playing. I like the co-op aspect.
I can see them adding co-op, yeah.
Great, I know Pokemon games are not normally co-op, but that's something I would love to see them work more with. Or, because imagine if we could even, as far as PUCL is concerned, you have two people go on stream together and play together. In one game. Yeah. That would be so much fun just to watch and listen to. Because now it turns into instead of this being, Thatch plays, let's say, Pokemon Emerald, it's Thatch and, co-host plays this game together.
Right.
And it's not just one person controlling everything and the other person's just there to talk. It now becomes a interactive experience where, we both get to do things. And that's why I liked all the mini games of Stadium, because it lets people have fun together.
Right. You did bring up one thing, and I know it's kind of a trope for PUCL at this point, but I think we do have to recognize that, Dexit is here to stay at this point.
I'm fine with Dexit.
Let's not talk about that. Let's just not talk about that.
But, it's something that, it's definitely going forward. We're never probably going to have that game again, unless they really take a dramatic turn where we're going to have all the mons in one game, or available to go into one game. I don't know. I think this is just the way it is from now on.
Since, Gen 5, I think? Or even, it may have happened in Gen 4. Actually, even in Gen 3, you couldn't have, in one, set of games, you couldn't catch all the Pokemon.
No, I'm not talking about catching. I'm just talking about, being able to transfer.
I know, but, if you think of the game by itself, we've experienced this since Gen 3. Where you'd have to find other means to transfer in your Pokemon. And they just took that,
right.
They're just taking that part out.
Well, I don't know. That was something that I did like, that there's, because you can play, you're right, you can play all the Pokemon games individually, right? Where you're not doing any sort of trading. I know I have a lot of friends who do this. They play the game, they don't put them in home afterwards or anything like that. They just play it, and they're done. And that's it. But, I do like that there is the ability that you have something like home, or something like bank, where you can transfer mons across generations, and you can kind of have that bigger collection. And so, one of the things that irks me is, one thing I really enjoyed recently is being able to bring mons from previous gens up through, each gen to get all of the different ribbons. And now I can't do that for all of them.
No. Oh, I understand. I had a Furret. I still have a Furret that had everything up through Gen 7. And now it just sort of stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, it just stopped. I mean, I had that with as much as I could with a Go-Goat.
Yeah.
And I can't bring him into and get the remaining badges from Sword and Shield. Is what it is.
I understand, and that's why I would love to have a Battle Revolution Stadium type thing that can connect to home, so that way you have a way to play with all of the Pokemon all the time, but not necessarily, there is no game for it. There is no, main story to follow. All you have to do is script a couple of trainers and a couple of Pokemon, and that's it. Yeah. And this way it's just, mini games and battles. That would solve, I think, a bunch of the issues that people are having with, Pokemon at the moment. People want to be able to do their, singles 6v6 that they can't do. They can, it's just a lot more difficult to do now. People want to play with all of the Pokemon. Great, now you have that. You have all the updated movesets. you have one spot where you can do this. That's where I think they need to go as far as, like, the future is just have fun with it.
Sure. So this is another thing that came to mind. So they introduced marks in this last generation, right? And right now it's only in Sword and Shield, I think. I don't think it's in BDSP at all. So, like, are they going to do something more with marks, I'm wondering? Or is that just going to be, like, what's going to happen with that?
I mean, I think it's just going to die.
You think so?
The reason why I say that is because there were leaves in Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, yeah.
And that was just, that was something fun that you could mark your Pokemon with, and that was it. It's like ribbons, though, too.
Yeah, the marks are the same as the ribbons. I mean, it's just you get them in the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than, like, how Gen 4 let you decorate Pokeballs, Like,
everyone has its own little way of, like,
Yeah, it's probably not coming back. They'll make a new thing that is, like, artificially, like, something to look at, cosmetic.
So the other thing that that came with it, though, that was useful, and I think they can expand more on this, is it's like, oh, this Pokemon, like, each mark had its own little trait to it.
Yeah, little titles.
Titles that came out when you sent it out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I agree. That was nice. Well, that's why I don't think the marks are going away, because if you look at the way that they're classified the same as it's different than the leaves, right? It's the same classification like Pokemon itself as any ribbon, right? So.
Oh, and it's just different things that came out, where it's like, was this a thing? It's there's a lunchtime mark?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's the peckish.
It's the peckish.
That is absurd.
Yeah, right.
And I think there's 50 of these, or something like that.
They are a thing.
Oh yeah, my god.
There's a whole bunch of them.
I didn't realize all these existed. That is silly. But it's a thing.
Yeah, so I don't see that coming back. They'll have a new thing like it, though. More regionally appropriate.
Yeah, or they can keep it the same and go from there. But
yeah, so we'll see. The future is indeterminable.
Yes. But I think we talked enough about, the future of Pokemon and what they can do. So with that, let's stop and let's go to the poke of the episode.
Poke of the episode.
Alright, we are here with the poke of the episode, and today's Pokemon of the episode is Pokedex number 318, Carvanha.
Yes, and its Pokedex entry reads, if anything invades Carvanha's territory, it will swarm and tear at the intruder with its pointed fangs. On its own, however, this Pokemon turns suddenly timid.
Yeah.
They're telling you what nature to use.
Yeah, we figured that since Thatch is not here, we could have some fun with the poke of the episode, and, we decided to go the Little Cup route for this poke of the episode team.
Thatch is going to be so jealous because he loves Little Cup.
I know. So we have focused this entire team around Carvanha. For those of you that don't know, Little Cup is a format where all the Pokemon are level 5. So a lot of these EVs and IVs are a little different.
Because they hit exact numbers for, it takes a lot to move even 1 point up, yeah.
Yep.
The speed tiers in Little Cup are hilarious.
Yeah, I think 19 is the fastest speed. Or maybe 20. This might be one thing at 20. But
every single point of speed is a big deal in Little Cup. Yeah.
So with that, we have a Carvanha with a Life Orb, ability Speed Boost, level 5. The EVs are 196 attack, 36 defense, 36 special defense, 236 speed, adamant nature. This one only has 9 IVs and HP. I think that's specific.
Probably reduces Life Orb.
Yep. I think that brings it down to 19, which is important. And then you have Flip Turn, Crunch, Psychic Fangs, and Protect. Guarantee that speed boost, then hit things hard. And talking about hitting things hard, we have one of the, best Pokemon in Little Tier, being Mienfoo, with an Eviolite, ability Regenerator. EVs are 196 defense, 36 special defense, and 236 speed. I feel like that's missing 36 somewhere else, but that may not matter.
It might not add up to anything, yeah.
But it should, I think 36 is 1 point, so you may want to throw in another 36 somewhere else. Maybe an attack. Either way. Jolly Nature with High Jump Kick, Knockoff, U-Turn, and Taunt. So yeah, this is usually I'm surprised there's no Fake Out on this one, but Mienfoo is a very, very good mon in Little Cups because of Regenerator. Hits things hard, U-Turns out, taunts the things that want to set up. Causes a whole bunch of havoc. Alright, Sublime, off to you.
Yeah, let's get some utility to support our Carvana and Mienfu, who are all about the switch it in and out. So we do not need hazards, okay? So we're taking a Staryu, one of the best rapid spinners in the tier, with Natural Cure as the ability, and a Timid Nature. You want to give it 116 HP, 156 defense, and 236 speed for the EVs. And then, obviously, we want Rapid Spin. And then for the longevity, we got Recover. And then for the offensive, we've got Scald and Thunderbolt. Obviously, a great thing about Staryu is it has a lot of good options for its move pool for attacks. And then, just in case we wanted to be even more proactive about preventing hazards, we've got a Magic Bouncer in Natu, running that Eviolite as well, with the Magic Bounce ability, of course. And then we've got a Timid Nature with a lot of different 5 stats I'll get in there, EVs. So we got 36 attack, 76 defense, 116 special attack, 76 special defense, and 196 speed. And we're running Roost for the longevity with the Eviolite. Love that. And then we've got Psychic, Heat Wave, and here's the spicy choice, Sucker Punch.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we're timid, that's why we put those a little bit in attack, because you never know when it's enough. And when it's enough, you know it's enough. You'll never know for you.
Abra and Gas.
Abra, I was just thinking, this thing would nuke an Abra, which is very dangerous.
Oh yeah,
and Ghastly as well. Yeah. So those are giving you lots of ways to deal with hazards for your switch-ins.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it out here with the final two. We got a Larvesta with Eviolite. Surprise, surprise. EVs are 76 HP, 236 defense, and 156 special defense. Got that relaxed nature. Doing some U-turn action, a little bit of Flare Blitz, Will-O-Wisp just to cause problems, and a Morning Sun. So you got to get that healing in. And then last but not least, we have a Pharaoh Seed also with Eviolite. Got the ability is Iron Barbs. EVs are 84 HP, 108 defense, 84 special attack, and a 228 special defense. I'm just amazed at the EV spreads on these things.
So I believe that Giga Drain lets it either 2-hit KO or like Oko non-sturdy like Onyx or something dumb like that.
Oh,
because Onyx is a big threat.
I gotcha. So it's got relaxed nature, like Clod just said, got Giga Drain on here. Knockoff, which is always fun, especially when everything has Eviolite.
Yeah.
Eviolite, Berry Juice.
Big deal.
Focus Sash.
So then you got Thunder Wave just to make things interesting, and of course Spikes, because you gotta put down some spikes every once in a while.
And I actually like Spikes in Little Cup more than I like Stealth Rocks, just because there's like a lot of things, if they're flying, they like boots are a thing. And boots are only ever on flying mons. So like you're not gonna hit them anyways. And I'd rather get like consistent chip on everything than like, since Mienfu is running around, rocks aren't gonna do anything to a Mienfu or a Timber. Whereas a Spike will do a little bit more. But that's just a personal preference on my end. But yeah, that is the team for Little Cup. I hope Thatch makes it available to you guys to get somehow. Yes. I have no idea how, though. This is our Little Cup team. We'll have the paste in the description, hopefully, and y'all can play with it on the ladder. All right, and with that, we'll be right back with the mailbag.
It's mail time! Send in your emails! Mail!
And we are back with the mailbag. As always, if you want to send in emails to the puclpodcast at gmail.com, we will read them at the end of the show. I believe last week's prompt was about Legends Arceus and, sharing your opinions on the game now that it's out. So, starting things off, we have one from Bam.
Bam!
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 Hey, Puckle. Bam! Here to share my opinions on the new Pokemon game. I want to start by saying that I love the way they handled the Gen 4 remakes as a whole. Having a faithful game and a brand new game in the same region was much better than trying to fit both in the same game. I will admit that I did not think I was going to enjoy Legends Arceus that much because I played Pokemon for the turn-based mechanics that allow you to relax and have fun without having to pay too much attention to it. People have always been asking for a Breath of the Wild Pokemon game, and I'm just over here wondering why they don't just play Breath of the Wild.
They do. Like, you can do more than one thing.
Exactly.
Well, right.
However, since the game has been released, I have been glued to it. I'm a completionist, and catching them all has always been my favorite part of Pokemon, and this game makes that process so enjoyable. I think that if they did take all the good aspects of this game and implement it into a more traditional Pokemon game, they could make one of the best games ever. Not just one of the best Pokemon games, but instead one of the best overall games ever. Yes, if Pokemon combined everything that they've ever done and took all the best elements, they could create a very good game. But that's not Pokemon. At least I don't think so. Anyways.
Maybe, but not right now.
I am sure many people are talking about why the games are so good, so I will instead talk about some of the things the game does not do well. The biggest thing for me is that I do not feel any attachment to my Pokemon. Without having any real trainer battles until you get close to beating the game, makes it feel like you are not using your Pokemon at all. With that being said, I'd rather have that than use the terrible battling mechanics more frequently. I like that they changed the system, and actually I think they could do some changing in the traditional game to mix things up from generation to generation. Things like stat boosts and status conditions being temporary is an amazing addition. But the problem I have with the mechanics is that there is nothing you can do when it's your opponent's turn to attack. I bring in a fire type to kill a grass type, then my opponent kills my fire type Mon with their water type before I get a chance to switch out or heal or anything. Using glass cannons makes battling in this game almost impossible. The other thing that I dislike about the game is the boss fights. Running around dodging attacks while throwing things is not the way I play Pokemon. And while I did enjoy the fights for the first time, it is probably the worst part about replaying the game. While I could go on for a while about the good and the bad of Legends, I could rant about how I waited 3 hours to get a space-time distortion to appear so I could complete the dex.
Oh.
This email has been long enough. Hope everyone enjoys their time in the Hisui region, and I hope we get to explore the DLC that brings Hisuian forms to Gen 2, 5, and 7 starters. Bam.
I agree for the most part. I feel like, the dodging is probably one of my least favorite parts of the game, too.
It's just a different genre, and I guess it makes sense that a lot of Pokemon players prefer things that don't require, timing in that way. I enjoyed it, but I've enjoyed other games that involve things like that.
Sure.
It's just a different genre of game,
Yeah. No, you're totally right. I agree for me, and even just beyond Pokemon, like other games I play, those types of games I typically don't delve into. So I just found the dodging to be just annoying for the most part.
But I did appreciate that they didn't, block you from proceeding if that is something that you're bad at, because you could just continue the boss battles from where you're at. So it's not a roadblock if you're bad at it. The
other thing that I really enjoyed that they did, and I never mentioned this, was that if you're in a battle you don't want to be in, you could just run.
Just run away. You can just walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
Just say, walk away, it's not worth it, man. Walk away, man. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
And your Pokemon will come back to you eventually. That's true.
I did enjoy that. That made always being able to run away from a battle was nice.
Yeah. Whenever I'm doing space-time distortions and I'm like, oh, this is a 4-on-1? No, let me walk away. Let me correct this caliber. Yeah.
Let me catch the one Pokemon I need out of that 4-on-1 and then run.
Yeah.
This is usually my plan.
Yeah.
I'll go next from Travis. So Travis says, ahoy, Puckle crew. This is my first email to the podcast. Well, welcome. I've been listening to the podcast for almost a year now, and I love the content. I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue version, probably just showed my age a little bit. I did stop playing Pokemon after Diamond and Pearl were released, and to be honest, I stopped there because the designs of the Pokemon were getting weird in his opinion. I started the games again when X and Y came out, bought Y when stationed in Japan, and enjoyed the new graphics and animations it had. Then in 2011, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim came out, and I was instantly addicted to playing it. I still play it to this day. When I started listening to your podcast, I started getting hooked into Pokemon again, and went back into playing my older Pokemon games and Y, and really enjoyed it. I then downloaded Pokemon Sun 6 months ago on my 3DS and played it and completed it. Wonderful. I'm working on Omega Ruby. I got the Switch from Pokemon Sword for Christmas and played it. I have Shining Pearl, and I haven't finished it yet because I bought Legends Arceus the day it was released here in the States. He says, I drove to my local Target and bought it right at the 12-hour shift. Right after a 12-hour shift on the ambulance.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. I started playing it and I absolutely enjoyed the game. I love the open world and seeing all the new Pokemon in the overworld. There isn't very much about this game I don't like. I think the most I like about this game is the exploration and the fact that you are helping complete the first Pokedex of that region. The information you gather in the game will be used for future trainers of the region to learn about their Pokemon. It's a cool concept to think about, which is one of the reasons I'm trying to 100% complete each Pokedex page. Wow.
No.
Bravo, that's a little much for me.
Yeah, bravo, but no thanks.
Yeah. I'm still in the first area and unlocked the second area. This is my second playthrough currently. Wow. In the first play, I was going kind of fast and not completing the dex. I had 3 areas unlocked and restarted because I felt like spread out and overwhelmed. Yep. So my strategy is to 100% complete each Pokedex page for every Pokemon in the area before moving to the next.
That's not possible. That's literally impossible. I'll just let you know. You need to go back with, some different Pokemon to get to certain areys.
Sure. I do know some people who, in the Discord, who've been doing something similar, and I can't believe it. Let's see here. I know it's going to be slow going, but worth the effort in the end. I'm used to taking it slow in an RPG. I did with Skyrim, and I'm still doing it.
100%ing Skyrim is miserable.
I mean, I love Skyrim. Get into it.
Y'all are great. Keep up the good work. You make my 40 to 50 minute commute to and from work more bearable, and I enjoy the content. Yeah, that's how I started listening too, so I understand. Plus, I learned a lot about Pokemon from the Poke Quizzes. Y'all have a great day, and see you on the flip-flop. Thank you, Travis. Well, thanks, Travis.
Thank you, Travis.
Yeah, thank you.
So nice. Yes. All right, well, we've got Ice Trainer Zachary to round us up. Hello, Puckle Crew. Ice Trainer Zachary writing here. You were asking for an overview of the game. I did not yet complete the game, but this is my opinion of it, as well as a few things I am writing late for. The game is excellent. There is nothing I can figure out that is majorly jarringly wrong about the game, and then this is where they lost me, okay? Because then they say in parentheses, except for Sneasler. But you probably do not want to hear me rant about that. And you know what, Ice Trader Zach? Thank you so much for writing in, but you're right, because Sneasler is amazing.
Sneasler is great.
I love Sneasler. One of my new favorite Pokemon. Get 100%. Into it. So you're right. Hello. Anyway. You're right. You lost me. You lost me there, Ice Trader Zachary. But let's see what you had to say otherwise. I actually like the graphics. Watercolor painting skies and seas are visually appealing to me. Completely agree. The sky makes me ignore a lot of the flaws in the visual department.
It makes me ignore the trees.
It's that part. I just love looking at the sky. I'm right there with you. The moon looks gorgeous in this game as well as the stars. That's true. The OST rocks. Noble battles are amazing. New and colorful Pokemon. Sweet mechanics like Agile and Strong style. I always mix it up and accidentally one-shot that Alpha Sligoo that is 20 levels higher. Alpha Pokemon, overworld catches, and crafting at a nice level of complexity and strategizing. Overall, this game is very good. 97% for me. 3% being taken away because of Sneasler. So what I'm hearing is it's 103%.
Yeah, that's what I think, yeah.
Because Sneasler adds value. Okay.
Sneasler is arguably one of, if not the best new mon they added.
That part, I love Sneasler.
I don't know if it's the best, but I agree it's definitely not a detraction from the game.
It's like a Pokemon I vibe with, on another level. I love Sneasler. One of my favorites of all time now. So you're wrong, but it's okay. People are allowed to be wrong. But yeah, an amazing game. Overall, this email is dragging on for way too long, so here's the last note. Thatch, do you remember saying something about a certain person whose first Pokemon video game was Pokemon Quest? That person was me.
Hey, wait, let me do my Thatch impression.
Thatch does not. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's pretty good. Not for alligator.
Yourself a few more times.
For alligator. Totodile.
Back in Gen 4. Back to Gen 4. Yeah. Return to Gen 4. Yeah.
Back to Gen 4. Yeah. Jackson. I built a table.
He did build a table. He did. Right. So that person was me. Anyway, he's the first person. Pokemon Quest was his first video game. Emphasis on video game because I was into the TCG and anime series before that. I actually liked it alongside my friends. On that note, see you next time, Ice Trader Zachary. Thank you so much for sending that email, Zachary. I completely agree with everything you said, except that Sneasler is bad. Sneasler is life. Get into it. But yeah.
Yeah.
I love its hair, its little, everything about it. All parts of Sneasler. Design, aesthetic, color scheme, stats, vibe, attitude. It's just correct.
I like having a good Toxicroak for once.
Right. Toxicroak could never.
No, it could never. But Sneasler can. All right. Well, thank you so much for writing in. Who do you want to give the Green Tauros badge to?
Ooh.
I think I want to give it to Travis.
Travis?
I'm thinking Bam. Oh, Travis too. Yeah.
Travis or Bam? Yeah, definitely one of the two.
Why not both?
All right, why not?
Thatch is
Thatch isn't here. They both can get it.
We're just there. You go.
Let somebody know in the Discord, and we will give you the Green Tauros badge. And for those of you that want to write in for next week, remember, write into puclpodcast@gmail.com. Our prompt for next week will be, where do you think Pokemon needs to go from here? Now that we've had Legends Arceus, what's next? Where should they go? Tell us your thoughts. All right. And with that, we are wrapping things up. So remember to join the Discord if you want to come hang out with all of the co-hosts, friends, and family. We have a lot of fun there. We do various things from chat to battle to stream. A lot of stuff goes on. You can chat with all of us. You can also, follow us on the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Most of those are PUCL Podcast, or I believe it's the PUCL Podcast in some places. Yeah, I think that is it. Thank you all for listening. I've been Clod9.
I continue to be Sublime.
And I'm Mark from the Dunsparce game.
And we'll catch y'all on the flip-flop.
Bye-bye.